The gentleman from Missouri is recognized for 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd yield myself such time as I consume.
Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I rise today in support of H.R. 527, the Regulatory Flexibility Act of 2011. And I was an original co-sponsor and want to thank Chairman Smith for the opportunity to work with him on this very important piece of legislation. Opponents will argue that the bill stops agencies from issuing regulations. However, in reality, H.R. 527 will force agencies to consider how their actions affect small businesses and other small entities. More importantly, if the effects are significant, agencies, not small entities, will have to develop less burdensome and costly alternatives. Shouldn't a government understand the consequences of its regulations? Of course it should. And by doing so, the government may arrive at a more efficient and less costly way to regulate. In a nutshell, that is what H.R. 527 does. Some may argue that agencies already do this when they draft regulations. However, nearly 30 years of experience with the Regulatory Flexibility Act, or the RFA, shows that agencies are not considering the consequences of their actions, and it is about time that they start doing that. Government regulations do have consequences. Small businesses must expend scarce and vital capital complying with these rules. If there's a better way to achieve what an agency wants while imposing lower costs on small businesses, the sensible approach would be to adopt the lower cost methodology. This will enable small businesses to meet the requirements imposed by regulators while freeing up scarce resources to expand their businesses and hire more workers. H.R. 527 ensures the consideration of consequences of rulemaking through the removal of loopholes that the agencies have used to avoid compliance with the RFA. In addition, the bill will require a closer consideration of the impact of rules on small businesses and other small entities. Yet nothing in H.R. 527 will prevent an agency from issuing a rule. It just stops the government from issuing a rule without understanding its effect on America's business creators, or America's job creators, small businesses. With that, I'd urge my colleagues to to support this very carefully crafted measure to improve the federal regulatory process, and with that, I will reserve the balance of my time.